Veiny hands. So you probably saw a couple TikToks showcasing millionaires flexing their watches and having veiny hands. And you thought to yourself, instead of becoming a millionaire, what if I just get veiny hands?
It looks just like a worm slithering under his skin.
What if I told you that you could actually get veiny hands without doing 5,000 finger curls? That's right, just like the abs are made in the kitchen, so are your veins. So why should you care for how veiny your hands and forearms are? Well, it's an attractive thing, apparently. I mean, it makes sense. Popping veins means more blood going through your blood vessels, more nutrients into your muscles, a longer dick. But there is one added benefit to being more vascular, and this is a longer lifespan. So unless you overdo the muscles, you will look veiny as fuck while still living a long, beautiful life. And I'm gonna teach you how. Biggest mistake you can make is going straight for the pump. If you don't have any of these other areas already covered that I'm going to discuss here, there is no point in working out. There is no point in doing your forearm curls. Before you go, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Fuck you. If you're hell-bent on getting your veins to pop out, I will be giving you 5 steps you can take without any exercise, and I'll be giving you a little bonus tip at the end of this video. So let's get into it. Let's start with the most obvious option you have. Get lean. If you don't know what lean means below 15% body fat, according to my calculations. The reason is your fat will actually cover up the veins that could be popping out if you had paper thin skin. Now, I'm not saying to get stage lean, but you should lose some fat if you have some on your belly. So a good way is to just go in front of a mirror and ask yourself, can I see my abs? Because if the answer is no, well, your first step is to actually lose that fat.
Fucking 48% body fat.
Keep in mind that being skinny is not the fix here. Yes, there are skinny guys with their veins popping out, but who wants to be skinny?
Skinny bitch.
You actually need muscle mass that would push the veins to the top layer of your skin. This is how they pop out. If you have 0 muscle and 100% fat, you will have a lot of work to do. So just a quick overview. If you need to gain muscle, you need to calculate your TDEE, which stands for total daily energy expenditure. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check one out and you can use that to calculate your TDEE. After you've done that, you will add 500 calories if you're looking to bulk up, and if you want to lose fat, you subtract 300. Why do you not subtract 500? My experience has shown people actually drastically underestimate how much they're eating, especially if it's clean food. So you might think to yourself, yeah, but if I eat drastically less, I will lose so much fat. Yes, you will, but it will slow down eventually. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you from experience again, losing fat is a painful process. So start slow and work your way up to a higher calorie deficit. And also make sure to keep your protein consumption to about 1 gram per pound of body weight or 1.3 grams per pound of lean body mass, which you can also calculate if you know your body fat percentage. Now, the second option, assuming you are lean enough to see veins pop out, at least to some extent, is exercising. Now, I'm talking about general exercise, not forearm curls, okay? Just doing any kind of exercise. It can be weightlifting, it can be cardio. It will raise your blood pressure, therefore expanding your veins, therefore making them look bigger, therefore getting veiny hands and arms and stomach and back, depending on how lean you are. This is what everyone refers to as a pump. Some good exercises that you can utilize to get your arms to be stronger and also have your veins pop out are deadlifts, trap raises, farmer's walks, really any sort of exercises where you have to hang on to something heavy. So this includes pull-ups as well, and hey, even bicep curls. You can then start targeting your forearms, hands, and fingers with exercises like hammer curls, forearm curls, even arm wrestling for that matter. There are finger curls, but honestly, it's still the same muscle that you use on deadlifts anyways. So if you want to get that extra pump, which will in the long run not do a whole lot for you, except make you look goofy at the gym, you can add those in as well. There's one really cool exercise you can do is this. I don't know what this is. I saw another YouTuber do it. I was like, okay, I guess you can use that. But I would stick to the tried and proven ways to actually gain muscle, lose fat, and get your veins to pop out. So start deadlifting. The arm wrestling part is very important. I mean, look at the world champion arm wrestler. I mean, there is no way that he's not natural. So let's move on to nutrition. Like I said, the same way as abs are made in the kitchen, so are your veins. So when it comes to nutrition, you should opt for foods that are high in nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide allows your blood vessels to expand and therefore allow more blood into your muscles. This in turn increases the pump you get at the gym. Some of these foods include beetroot, garlic, onions, but nobody wants to eat that kind of shit. What I personally used to do was utilize a packet of salt and a banana before my workout. The best natural pump, stimulant-free pre-workout you can get. It has the perfect electrolyte balance to promote your pump. And the salt kinda hardens your blood vessels, so your blood pressure might go up a little bit, so be careful with that. Other foods may include carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, even spinach. Now let's move on to actual supplements you can take to increase your vascularity. L-citrulline and arginine. These are both compounds that metabolize into nitrous oxide, which, like we already mentioned, will increase your overall vascularity. Now let's talk about a few compounds that I do not recommend for getting your vascularity up. Both Cialis and Viagra are great for inducing pumps in all three of your legs. But they are prescription meds, which means that not only are they hard to get without a prescription, but you are at increased risk of getting health complications if you take them unsupervised without the directions of a doctor. Use these only if your doctor prescribed them to you, which if they did, then I'm so sorry. Or if you know what you're doing, which you likely don't, so don't use those. Creatine is great for ATP production, which in turn makes you stronger at the gym and allows for you to crank out a few more extra sets. But creatine also induces water retention, which is essentially the buildup of water in your muscles. This is the big reason why most bodybuilders don't actually use creatine while they are prepping for a competition. They want that water out of their body. There are some people who swear that creatine makes them more vascular. You can take it from me or you can take it from them, whichever you prefer. But I would say if your sole goal is to look dry as hell and shredded as hell with your veins going up and down your forearm and hands, don't use creatine. Two more compounds that I don't recommend: sodium and nicotine. Now, like I already mentioned, I used to do a banana and a packet of salt before my workout. This is a good way to actually induce a pump, but sodium does have the reputation of being the silent killer. If you consume too much sodium, your blood vessels will eventually contract to the point where you are at added risk of heart disease, cardiovascular disease, and even stroke. Again, take it from someone who actually dealt with high blood pressure because of too high sodium. Once I dropped my sodium intake, my blood pressure went down. Same goes for nicotine. Nicotine contracts your blood vessels, and although I do have anecdotal evidence that it makes my veins pop out more, this is mainly just because of the high blood pressure. So the veins actually don't expand, they just look harder. I would say if you aren't addicted to nicotine already, then don't go for it. Now, as for the bonus tip, if you have that possibility, get yourself a sauna. I take saunas almost daily, and every time I come out of that, I look like The Rock. Well, sort of. Studies have shown that the sauna not only promotes healthy biomarkers, decreases risk of heart disease, and helps increase your immunity to different diseases, but it also heats your entire body up. It raises blood pressure, which in turn expands your veins once again. It promotes increased blood flow across your entire body. All of these benefits added together will make you more vascular, at least for the time of being in the sauna, and maybe a little bit after that. So if you're looking to do one of those millionaire photo shoots, go get a sauna, get your nutrition in check, don't be a fat fuck, and do some damn deadlifts. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and share it with someone who needs bigger veins. Fly high. Come on.